streaming live, tackling the topics everyone's talking about online. Share, engage, interact. This is Newsfeed Now.
Welcome into Newsfeed Now. Keith, you don't need any makeup. This is Keith. He is the master behind building things electronically in this place. You've been criticizing my beard. How's it coming in?
I actually like your beard. I don't want you to cut it.
I appreciate that, but you know my wife, and my wife is requiring that to happen as soon as possible.
You can't argue with her. I'm sorry.
That's right. Yeah. So Keith has more work to do, but I just wanted to introduce you to the guy. He built these computers by hand. Yours is a lot better than mine. How long did that take to get to that level?
I don't know. I've never cut it.
Never cut it. Now, that's a man. Keith, thank you, man.
Dedicated.
Appreciate you. On Newsfeed Now first, Keith, our engineer, jumping on our show. Fantastic job there, Keith. Thank you. If you're just joining our show, we do things differently. I basically can do what I want, right? Matt Sewell, our producer. Yeah, he says sure. I'm not shaving my beard until my favorite college football team wins an SEC game. The Arkansas Razorbacks have not won a conference game in 2 years. So here's hoping this weekend against Kentucky. Our top story today is a year after Florida's Panhandle was hit by Hurricane Michael. The devastating damage brought to visiting beach communities is still obvious. The storm was considered a Category 4 storm when it made landfall October the 10th. This is Mexico Beach. It was later determined to be actually a Category 5, making it the only hurricane that strong to ever hit the area. Michael damaged almost every building in Mexico Beach, caused more than $18 billion worth of damage in Florida before moving on to Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia. The storm caused severe flooding along its path, killed 16 people in Florida, 5 in Virginia, 3 in North Carolina, 1 in Georgia. The total damage, $25 billion. The catastrophic damage caused by this storm is still visible now. A year later, local residents are still dealing with damaged homes, and many feel like they have been forgotten. Tom Lewis has the story.
Ask any local and they'll tell you they believe everyone has forgotten about Hurricane Michael or never knew about it to begin with.
It's not a population center, and so it's limited population. A lot of people don't spend time in the Panhandle. So, I mean, because of that, people have forgotten faster.
The storm caused up to $17 billion in economic losses. Insured losses are nearing $7 billion.
We work hard. We don't complain. We don't whine. We don't want handouts.
Some people believe that general attitude may be part of the problem. Thousands of people are still homeless, and there's a growing mental health crisis. As many as 30,000 people gave up and left the area. Michael devastated the timber industry, much of the trees still rotting in the fields.
The devastation to the timber industry and over there, everybody that comes through, they just can't believe it. You actually have to see it, and it'll be like a third world country still.
Lawmakers put $220 million in the state budget for storm recovery. There's another $7 million in donations. But repairs have been slow, due in part to a lack of affordable housing and unsettled insurance claims. Community leaders are worried the slow recovery will mean less tax revenues.
If these solutions aren't found in a relatively short period of time, you could find yourself with a community that has a hard time ever looking like it did pre-Michael. So we can't let that happen.
This meaningful progress that we're making a day at a time. Today is a lot better than it was 362 days ago, and it'll get better, but it's a 5-year plan.
Joins us from Panama City. Tom, obviously this storm, as you put in this piece, one that many people have forgotten. I have to be honest with you, I'm a guilty party of that. I traveled to the Panhandle, to that area of the Gulf quite often, and you forget what happened there in Mexico City. Do you think that's because of the population base? It's not that populous?
I'm sure that's what it is. I mean, if you're looking at the actual population size here, you're probably, in our little market here, 250,000 people. And on a political basis, that's not a lot of votes for somebody that's striving for a national office. I'm sure that's got a lot to do with it. We don't have a lot of political clout. And, unless you vacation here and you're not from here, you don't know about this area.
Yeah, in those areas, there are those smaller beach areas all along the Gulf Coast there. One thing that I heard this morning, and I want to clarify this, I've heard there are no gas stations, no grocery stores in Mexico City right now, or Mexico Beach right now.
Mexico Beach, you're correct. They don't have a gas station. I believe they may have a little convenience store that's reopened now, but yeah, they've got 1 or 2 restaurants that have reopened, and that's it. Now, fortunately, they're only about 5, 6, 7 miles away from Port St. Joe, the next actually the next town over to the east, and that's actually in another county. They're right there on the county line. But they do have those facilities, a few miles away. But in their actual town, you're right, they don't have anything.
All right, you're the news director there, so you get to make a lot of the decisions on when stories are assigned. How often over the last year have you guys been there in Mexico Beach?
Oh, at least once a week.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately after the storm, we were there every day for about 2 to 3 months. So yeah, it's. We're over there all the time. I mean, it's in our county, it's in our metro area, and so yeah, we're there all the time.
The images that we're seeing overhead here are something that it does remind me of a tornado hitting, which is it's a very similar type of devastation. How has things turned around? I know that's what this story was all about, but are they on the right move going forward, or is this 5-year plan still really in its infancy?
Well, I mean, the 5-year plan that Alan Bentz mentioned, our former House Speaker, who's a local businessman, by the way, the 5-year plan he mentioned is just, I mean, that's really a pipe dream. I think some people are going to say it might take 10 years. It took New Orleans 8 years to get back somewhat on its feet after Katrina. So, I mean, yeah, it depends on how much help we get from the rest of the country, from the federal government, from the state government. I mean, after a year, we just got finished talking about how most people have forgotten about this area. What's going to happen in 3 or 4 years from now? Nobody's going to remember this area. So it really depends on how committed local government officials are to keeping the fight going on.
That's a great point. All right, Tom, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you taking the time here on Newsfeed Now. An attorney practicing law in Arkansas has been indicted, accused of running a 5-year adoption fraud scheme. This story is staggering to me. Attorney Paul Peterson also practices in Arizona and Utah. He's facing 19 charges in Arkansas, 32 in Arizona, 11 in Utah. Lauren Krakow breaks down the case.
Finally, this is happening. We're getting the top dogs down now. It's crumbling. Someone I think mentioned their kingdom is crumbling.
Paul D. Peterson is an adoption lawyer licensed in Utah and Arizona who routinely practiced law in Arkansas since 2014.
Make no mistake, this case is the purest form of human trafficking.
According to United States Attorney Dak Keys, Peterson is believed to have transported 100 pregnant Marshallese women to Arkansas over the last 5 years, forcing them to put their babies up for adoption.
Many of these mothers describe their ordeal as being treated like property. Make no mistake, this case is the purest form of human trafficking.
I think it's going to be clear to policymakers that we must change the system in which this conduct was allowed to occur so that it doesn't happen again.
Since 2014, federal officers have investigated him for fraudulent adoptions, and on Tuesday he was arrested in Arizona.
It's good to know that we're taking some large steps towards stopping the use of our adoption courts as a means of human trafficking.
For years, Rogers attorney Josh Bryant has been trying to find ways to stop this criminal activity. He says he is proud of the work put in to get Peterson behind bars, but one arrest doesn't stop all future occurrences.
It certainly re-energizes and brings maybe a little bit more legitimacy to the minds of some who were uncertain about the need for adoption change.
Bryant says as an adoptive parent, this is certainly a big step in the right direction. It makes him feel proud he can tell his children that wrongs are being righted.
When they grow up and see these stories and ask the question, was I trafficked? We don't know how we're going to have that conversation, but what I do know is we're going to be able to tell them about today.
Michelle Amonte is the executive director of Shared Beginnings, a nonprofit licensed adoption agency in Arkansas. She too is an adoptive parent.
I will someday have to explain to my children what was happening in Marshallese adoptions when they were young.
Or anyone who has made an adoption plan through Peterson to reach out for help.
All right, interesting story. Garrett Ferguson, an assignment manager out of Fayetteville, joins us now. Garrett, one thing I'm interested in, it's the Marshallese population in Arkansas. A lot of people don't know a lot of folks from the Marshall Islands actually have moved to Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, so Springdale actually has the largest population of Marshallese outside of the Marshall Islands anywhere in the United States. So they obviously have a very big community in Springdale specifically. and for talking with them, and they're really taking this really hard. This is hard for their community to see this happen with everything that Paul Peterson has done over the last 5 years, bringing in nearly it's believed that he's transporting 100 pregnant Marshallese women to Arkansas alone. Not to mention his involvement down in Arizona and in Utah.
In those court documents, is this saying that Mr. Peterson brought these women over with the idea that he would buy the baby and then adopt them out?
Yeah, so he was having these women come over, concealing their true reason for coming, and making them live with some of the other people that have been arrested as part of this investigation through the different Western districts, or the different U.S. districts across the United States. So they, in a press conference yesterday, the U.S. District Attorney for Western Arkansas was saying that these women were living, basically sleeping on the floors of these people's homes while they're expecting, and only given a very small portion of the funds that Peterson was charging.
All right, before you go, where will the charges be brought first among these 3 states?
Yeah, so he's going to face charges first in Arizona. He's already gone before a judge, and then October 15th is when he faces the judge here in Arkansas.
Now, do you know anything about where he would, if convicted, will he start a sentence in one place, be transported to another place to start the sentence there?
That I don't know. I do believe that he'll probably end up in one of the federal prisons.
Yeah,
but
you're probably right.
On a maximum sentence, he is facing 315 years in federal prison. 300-year
possible sentence. I think you're right. That's probably going to be a federal crime, even though these are brought on the state level. All right, Garrett, thanks so much, man. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thanks so much, Aaron.
All right, we talked about this story, I believe it was last week. The University of Kansas head men's basketball coach, his name is Bill Self. He was talking recently about bringing Snoop Dogg to the college. Snoop performed at a late night event last Friday, and there's stripper poles, there was money guns, he used profanity in the songs. The performance prompted backlash from some of the folks there at the school. The athletic director issued an apology. Here is what Coach Self had to say.
I don't know how an entertainer would in any way, shape, or form be thought to be sticking it to anybody, including the NCAA, by having an entertainer perform.
All right, let's bring in Catherine Hoffman now from Topeka, Kansas. All right, so Lawrence, just down the street from you guys there, what is the overall sentiment? Was this a bad idea, or was this one of those situations that sometimes things in college get a little risky?
I think they thought it was going to be a watered-down performance. In the school's apology, they said they asked for a little bit of a watered-down performance because it was a family event. So I think it could go either way. It is Snoop Dogg, so you never know.
All right, so was there ever an inkling to pull the plug here? I've been in an event where it was Aerosmith, and I've been told that Aerosmith was supposed to not cuss as well, but Steven Tyler dropped the F-bomb right out the gate. So, I mean, I can understand how these things happen, but was there ever a thought saying, well, maybe Snoop should only sing one song and he shouldn't do a full performance?
I'm not sure. I know that the university put his performance at the very end, and they said so that they did that so people could leave before if they kind of got uncomfortable. So I'm not sure if they were kind of like, this is the very end, we'll just kind of finish it out, or if they were going to pull the plug on it.
All right, from your Facebook users, maybe your Twitter followers there in Topeka or the stations, which was worse, the money gun, the profanity, or the stripper poles?
I think the strippers,
okay.
Indeed, because even students were reacting to that as well.
Well, the video we're showing right now, I'm seeing a very young child there, 8, 9 years old. That seems a little much on all 3 of those fronts.
Yeah, it was a little much. I know some parents were leaving during the performance. I think some people stayed. I'm not sure why, if they were uncomfortable, but yeah, it was a little bit much as a whole.
What's your favorite Snoop Dogg song?
Oh my gosh, I can't say that right now.
Why can't you say? I mean, it's got to be Drop It Like It's Hot, right?
Yeah, I'll say
You'll just
that.
go there. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you taking the time. It is Thursday, which means it's time to talk some NFL football. Tonight on Thursday Night Football, it's the Patriots taking on the Giants. And every Thursday we have my buddy on. It's Jack Doles who joins us. He's got a show coming up right here on this website called The Big Game Show. Jack joins me now. Jack, we were just talking about Kansas and the Snoop Dogg performance. What's your favorite Snoop Dogg song?
I couldn't name a single Snoop Dogg song.
Oh, come on. You could.
I'm sorry.
You have daughters, so I have a feeling that you may have danced at their wedding to Drop It Like It's Hot, right?
I don't recall that being our first dance song from my daughter.
Oh, Jack. You can drop this one like it's hot, right? All right, let's talk about the game tonight. New England taking on New York. Is there any chance the Giants have in this game?
No.
Yeah.
No. Maybe if Brady falls asleep. No, the Giants aren't good. We don't know it's so good. A little less.
Jack, I think we're losing you. Our connection's bad, buddy. Hang on. Let's see. So it's your router. So is it your fault or is it my fault? You can blame me.
That's probably my fault.
You can blame my beard. I know you want to blame my beard.
Is this better?
Is that better? Matt? Is that better? All right, let's talk about your show today. Who's going to be on the show?
So we got a really good show today, another jam-packed one. Joe Levine is the director of A Lifetime of Sundays, an NFL documentary featuring the 4 female owners, including the Lions owner, Martha Ford, who, Aaron, I can count on one finger the number of times I've seen her interviewed. So it was fascinating to see the access that he got for that. And so we'll talk about that documentary with him. And then we've also got some Next Star correspondents for the 49ers, the Seahawks, and the Browns. And we break down those teams. Are the 49ers for real? Here they are at 4-0. What's up with the Browns? How come they struggled so much? And then, Alec comes in and he'll break down that Bears.
I don't think anyway the 49ers are for real. I got to be honest with you. I think their schedule has been a little bit weak.
It has been. Their defense has been really good, but they're in what appears to be, along with the NFC North, the best division in football right now, at least for the first quarter of the season. So we're going to find out because they've got to play the Rams twice. They've got to play the Seahawks twice. And right now the Seahawks, to me, look like one of the best teams in the National Football League. Russell Wilson's playing great. That defense has been pretty good, better than expected. But NFC-wise, I think it's still wide open. AFC is all Patriots. And the Seahawks got a shot.
Hey, let's not count out the Kansas City Chiefs. I think what Patrick Mahomes is doing, getting Tyreek Hill back, I'm not so sure I'm going to give the AFC to the New England Patriots just yet. If it goes through Foxborough, I would agree with you.
Yeah, and the Chiefs have got to play some perfect football here. They cannot afford any more losses the way New England's playing. And if it isn't Foxborough, I say Patriots. But if it goes to Kansas City, we'll see. But the Chiefs' defense, they got exposed a little bit. And if Patrick Mahomes isn't 100% healthy, that's a problem for them. You know, he struggled a little bit with that ankle. When he can't evade and elude that rush, he's so dangerous when he's on the move. When he can't avoid and elude that rush, that becomes a bit of an issue, especially if he doesn't have all of his weapons.
All right, Jack, before you go, we are in the South, and so that means America's team needs to be talked about. What is wrong with the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, I'm not so sure. I was a little surprised they stayed with that coach this year. They've got so much talent offensively. You know, you've got one of the best receivers in the game, the best running back in the game, and a really good young quarterback. Yeah. Defensively, they got a lot of weapons, but these last 2 weeks have been head scratchers for me, and I want to see them prove it. I've never been a huge Jason Garrett fan. I was surprised that they kept him because they've just been mediocre with him. and I didn't think mediocre was good enough for the Cowboys.
Well, here's my problem with keeping Jason Garrett this year is that whole trying to get the guy down in New Orleans to come to Dallas is a pipe dream now because he just re-signed his contract.
I think it's always been a pipe dream. I think that guy loves New Orleans, and New Orleans loves him. And there's a bond with him in that city, since the hurricane, and with Breeze there as well. That's just too emotional for him to leave that place, especially the way he coaches. And I just don't think Dallas is ever going to get him. I don't know who they get, but
that's a good
Jason
question.
Garrett
Who do they get?
has not led them over the top yet, and he's had a lot of time to do so.
Sean Payton, that's the name I couldn't come up with. All right, hey, before I go, Arkansas is going to Lexington, Kentucky this weekend to play the Kentucky Wildcats. Look, win, lose, or draw, I'm not worried, but my wife wants me to ask you every week, is this the week I shave?
Are you grooming that thing, or are you just letting it grow right now?
Right now, it's just bushy, man.
Yeah, it's going to be bushier next week.
Oh. All right. Jack Doles, thank you so much. Stick right here for Big Game Bound. The internet show will start here in about 40 minutes. Jack, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
You betcha. See.
That is our show on this Thursday. Have a fantastic Thursday afternoon. We'll see you back here on a Finally Friday.